So let's talk about how to apply self-love when it comes to dating and attraction. Many of you guys who watch me are struggling to attract females. Understandable. Something that I've faced myself. I think most guys face this problem in their life, so it's a very common problem. Of course, you ladies also struggle to attract the right kind of man and spouse into your life. So the problem with trying to attract women specifically is that you're doing it from a place that lacks self-love. You're trying to get from the woman something as the guy. You're trying to impress her. You're trying to extract sex from her. You're trying to manipulate her to like you, to go on a date with you, to sleep with you, to be with you, and all this. And this becomes a very frustrating game. You start to, go out there, start hitting on girls and so forth, and you keep failing. You don't know, why do I keep failing? Why don't they like me? Well, a big component of it is that you don't like yourself. How can they like you when you don't like yourself? See, women are really good at reading off of you as the guy, whatever you're feeling subconsciously. So when you lack self-love, the woman smells that off you because your tone of voice is weak. It's not confident. She reads that off you within seconds. Your eyes are shifty. They're not steady and focused. Your smile, you don't have a smile because you're afraid when you're talking to her and you're anxious and you're nervous. And all of this communicates to the woman that you're a weak guy. And the reason you're a weak guy is because you lack self-love. But it goes even deeper than that. You might say, oh, Leo, well, I did a bunch of pickup and I slept with 100 girls and now I love myself and I think I'm the boss. I got the big dick and I walk into the club and I hit on all the girls and I pull home a girl at night and at the end of the night and it's amazing and I'm so good. And Leo, I fulfilled your self-love imperative. No, you haven't. You're just being a narcissistic dick. See, that's not true self-love. Because what you're still lacking is, again, your sense of self is still this limited pickup identity that you've created as a man. That's not the true self. True self-love here would be to be so loving that you love all women as a whole. You love every woman that you're with. You don't try to manipulate her, because if you truly were practicing self-love, you couldn't practice manipulation. You actually care not about her as a sex object to satisfy your needs, but you actually care about her needs. You care about her agenda. You care about her feelings, what she's thinking, what she wants, what kind of life she wants to create with you, what kind of relationship you guys are in. See, that's a very different dynamic than what most pickup people are doing. You can be great at attracting women, but you're going to be failing over and over again. You're not going to be satisfied. I've known guys who are so good at pickup that they slept with 200, 300 women. They can go on any busy night on a weekend. They can go to a club and their chances of pulling a girl are really high. Shockingly high. Disturbingly high. But I don't envy these people, because they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied and they don't know what to do about it. They think that they already have self-love. No, you don't have self-love. Your self-love is so limited because your sense of self is so limited and your sense of love is so limited. And the reason that is because you haven't had these mystical experiences that need to be had in order to understand what self and love really are. Now, for you ladies who struggle to attract a high-quality man, who's going to stick around and be stable and want to commit to you, right? That's what you want, most of you. So how do you do that? Well, a lot of you can't do that because you have very low self-esteem. You don't love yourself enough. And then, of course, the man reads that off of you. It's very easy for a man to tell when a woman isn't confident about herself, her appearance, or other aspects of her life. And then many men will not hesitate to manipulate and to take advantage of that. See? So in both these instances, the males and the females, both of us need to learn self-love. And then your relationships will go a lot better. In fact, you might even reach such a high level of self-love that you won't even need sex or relationships anymore, because those will actually limit your ability to just radiate self-love. But of course, most people aren't there, so there's nothing wrong with some sex or some relationships to hold you over until you get there.